how you became some type of Bitcoin maximalist, because me personally, I do not met so many people who are Bitcoin focus only guys, and I'm inspired with your story. How did you start this Bitcoin journey?
I started off with Bitcoin, then I naturally went into Ethereum, into some crypto gaming tokens. At some point I had Solana, Cardano, like other tokens also along the way. So I had my altcoin phase definitely within the first year. Maybe let's start a little bit earlier. I was always a really saving type of a person. And when I was like 18, 19 years old, for the reference, I'm now 26 years old. When I was 18, 19 years old, I first got into stocks and ETFs and all those things because I was like, I have some money, I should do something with that. And from that perspective, I was then coming into Bitcoin when I was 21 years old. I came from, I should diversify. I should not only hold one stock. I had multiple tech stocks. I had multiple different stocks to diversify between industries. So I had that mindset of, let's not just put everything on to one asset, on one horse. I should diversify a little bit. But then I came into Bitcoin and I did the same strategy. And then I learned of okay, I understand slowly why Bitcoin. The first part was understanding that an asset doesn't need a cash flow. I was a stock guy, so I needed a cash flow to calculate PE ratios, to see the management team. There's no PE ratio with Bitcoin. There's no management team with Bitcoin. There's no foundation with Bitcoin. There's like nothing. It's just a coin. So it looked weird for me because I needed that fixation of like a foundation or something like that. So that was the first thing where I'm like, okay, what is this Bitcoin thing even? And then the first kind of debates and the first kind of discussions brought me towards its digital gold. Then it made a little bit more sense of like, okay, gold is like, back then it was a $10 trillion market. Now it's I think 20 trillion, like it doubled, I think, in the time since I'm in Bitcoin. And then it was like, okay, if it's digital gold, it makes more sense because gold, there's also no management team. There's also no marketing team or CEO or foundation or anything behind that. There's also no PE ratio. Gold has no yield. Gold has no cash flow. So I came into Bitcoin then with that and thought of like, oh, it's an interesting diversifier for my portfolio. It's something I could add to gain exposure to the crypto and also have maybe the potential new digital gold coin. So that was my initial thought of Bitcoin. But then I researched and I kind of came to the conclusion Bitcoin not only has the potential to be the new digital gold, it also has the potential to completely revamp our financial system and be the base, as I said in the beginning, TCP/IP protocol, for the financial system where everything else is then built on top of it. And that's the base network and also the base token for that. And then I kind of was so fascinated by the theory of like, maybe Bitcoin is the sole financial system for our whole species that I'm really focused more and more on the Bitcoin. I sold more and more altcoins, I sold more and more stocks. And I think 2021 was this time where I focused solely on purely on Bitcoin because of the things that I mentioned before. And it's interesting when you talk about one only thing, because right now we have so many different currencies, we have so many different assets, we have so many different stocks. And then it's like, but why would there only be one? And then when you look at the history of money, there's always weaker and stronger currencies. There's always weaker and stronger monies. And I do believe that we will come to a point where we move up the civilization level and we will have one singular money. So like there's a singularity of the monetary system where we go into one. And that's just basically my theory around Bitcoin being that one system, that one asset, that one network that we will be built on top of it. And that's basically what I'm getting at with Bitcoin.
Wow. This is exciting because, I'm in crypto field for the several years. Maybe started from the first touch. My touch was in 2017, but I have never ever think about all this field and about the Bitcoin like this. So this is really inspiring. Hey, if you like this video, don't forget to watch a full episode and also check the links in the description below.